Patriots, just over 3 weeks ago, 13 American heroes were killed in Afghanistan while securing an impossibly difficult and dangerous evacuation of Kabul. Their mission was made infinitely more perilous because of the botched political and tactical mistakes of Joe Biden and Mark Milley. These young Americans, so full of promise and hope, they were slain in an effort to bring over 100,000 Afghans to the United States. We now know that less than 3% of those brought here are actual SIV holders, special immigrant visa designees rewarded for their service to America's war efforts in Afghanistan. Just 3%. Who are the rest? Here's the honest answer. We don't really know, but we're starting to find out, and we're finding out the hard way. As I predicted on this show, and in an article that I wrote a month ago for the National Pulse, the problem of Afghan men committing sex crimes, it has come to fruition here in our homeland, in America. The Department of Justice just announced the indictment of Barullah Nuri, a 20-year-old Afghan man housed at Fort McCoy Army Base in Wisconsin. Nuri is charged with, and I'm quoting from the charging documents, attempting to engage in a sexual act with a minor using force against that person, and 3 counts of engaging in a sexual act with a minor, with 1 count alleging the use of force. The DOJ also points out that the victims were under the age of 16. Now, this was not unforeseeable. Europe struggled with a wave of sex crimes committed after 2015's mass migration of Afghans to that continent. In a 2017 article for the National Interest, Rand Corporation analyst Cheryl Bernard, she wrote that the wave of crimes were, quote, vicious, no preamble attacks on random girls and women, often committed by gangs or packs of young men. At first, the incidents were downplayed or hushed up. No one wanted to provide the right wing with fodder for nationalist agitation. She continues, but with the official acknowledgement and public reporting, a weird and puzzling footnote emerged. Most of the assaults were being committed by refugees of one particular nationality, by Afghans. She also cites the Austrian police statistics, proving that the tiny Afghan population of Austria commits a staggering half of all sex assaults in that country of Austria. Similar waves of crime unfolded in Sweden and in Germany, too. Perhaps the most widely reported crime spree was the New Year's Eve 2015 outside of the famous cathedral in Cologne, Germany. Hundreds of German women were sexually assaulted by packs of Middle Eastern men, many of them from Afghanistan. And now, that kind of treachery has been imported here to the American heartland, to Wisconsin. So congratulations, Joe Biden and all the globalists in the media who served as frenzied cheerleaders for this mass migration from Afghanistan. Now, many of them, they castigated me, and they called me a racist for daring to object to this influx of unvetted Afghans. For example, Jake Tapper, he tweeted a Bible verse at me. Bit strange considering that his wife is a former operative for Planned Parenthood, but okay. According to Yahoo News, I'm a bigot for wanting to protect our country, our home, and my family and friends. And then this from the Daily Kos, that is Newsmax host on Afghan refugees, too racist for this headline, whatever that means. And Vanity Fair, well, they put me on par with some pretty heavy-hitting conservative voices, so I guess in a strange way, I should actually say thank you to Vanity Fair. Here's the point. I'll take the insults, patriots, and I frankly don't care if these charlatans want to call me racist. I do not believe that bringing 100,000 Afghans into the United States is a good idea. It's not a good idea for our economy, not for our health in the midst of a pandemic, and not for the safety of our wives and our daughters. Now, our heroes should never have died to bring evil monsters like Barullah Nuri over here to our homeland, to Wisconsin, to the United States.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.